Shut up and sit down.
Good dog!
My bicyclette, my bicyclette, my bicyclette. Have you seen me yet in my bicyclette? Get your tools out, you can come and tweak these sets. I got a vicious cycle, I'm riding it right though. The places that I go, the kids go psycho. Grips in my hands, rolled under my feet. One day we'll be taking over the streets. The ramps get brought out, the jumps are right, you get air. Let's go for a ride, you and I don't mind if you're on a shiny ship or if it's ghetto, take either. I've ridden whips, ridden beaters, cruisers, all terrains and two-seaters. Used to do it top speed, nobody could touch me. Now I'm on a chill tip, riding on my Dutchie.
You are listening to the Dialed Podcast with Matt Lee Grant,
Sir Ian Gibson,
Lance Hepler, and Jake Von Turing. Here is another Chinese proverb for you. A crisis is an opportunity riding in dangerous wind. If life is crazy upside down for you, make sure you always look for that opportunity. It's there somewhere.
Hello, it's just me and my bellow, rocking a side pony and stilettos. Let's go. We ride these streets, working our glutes, being urban athletes. Like honky, honky, beep, 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 beep. Get on a bike.
When I drink Bang Energy, I feel like I can see other people's work.
Because you're reading a book.
Oh.
All right, welcome back to the Dial Podcast. I am your Chief Jackhole host, Jake Fondering. I'm here with Lance Frickin' Hepler.
Frickin' Hepler. I hardly recognize you, Jake. It's been so long.
For your listening pleasure. What are you talking about? We're not going to reference that. We'll just roll.
Okay,
just roll it.
Keep rolling.
What are you talking
With your green thong on.
I got my green thong on. It is St. Patrick's Day.
We are recording on St. Patrick's Day.
about? Sir.
And
Do you want to see it, Matt? Watch this.
Lance was like, oh crap, I don't have green on. And then it was like, what about your green thong? And then he showed us his green thong. So that's your
Do you
replay.
want to see it again, Ian?
No, we're moving on.
Enough already.
Dun, dun,
To
dun.
his right,
Hey,
the one and only Sir Ian Gibson.
Best
guy.
intro in the business
hello. That's all I got to say.
Gibbo.
Hey,
with horns.
And last but not least, but
Yes,
last,
there you go.
Matt LeGrand.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? You guys, look. Green thong task. Hey, all right. I'll take that.
We got a studio instead.
I'll take that.
Oh, we're not going to talk about the elephant in the room.
No.
there's an elephant.
The January 10th elephant in the room. That's the last time we put out a podcast.
How about this?
I was thinking it was like some sort of reference to. Never mind.
How about we backpedal everything
Size of
since
my jump.
January 10th? What's been going on, Epler?
Take a while.
I'm going to go, run.
Yeah,
I'm going to
go
go
quick.
make some tea.
drive.
Okay.
I'm gonna go fly to Pennsylvania and back real quick while you have your
Well,
back. Yeah.
Okay, I will just hit the highlights because we don't want to be
Remember
here all
those
day.
old school rock and roll concerts from the 70s when the rest of the band used to just walk off stage
And the lead
and let the
guitarist-
drummer go for it for
Oh, yeah?
20
No.
minutes.
It was always a guitar solo. That was a thing.
The
It was
guitar
like
solo
a required element of a song.
or the drummer or something like that. All right, so since the 10th, I spent 5 weeks in Arizona. I had a phenomenal trip out there. Had a great time. Spent some week riding with my friend Gary Allen. We had a team training camp in Tucson.
I do feel like I know all this because I follow you on. Okay, you can follow Lance on Instagram
or
at Dr. Hep.
It's at Dr. Hep.
At Dr. Hep, okay.
Yep.
And-
Or
or
the
YouTube.
YouTube channel,
Which is Lance freaking Hepler. And so I've watched a fair amount of stuff, and man, it looked like you had a good time.
We had a great time.
You
Training
made-
camp was great. The
you made
weather was
friends?
great. I made some friends out there. I met some people. I had a great time. I did.
What was her name?
5 races out there.
Met some people. Go ahead.
I was with my wife was with me the whole time, so good times. But I did the Tucson Bicycle Classic. I raced in the 50 plus 1, 2, 3 field. I absolutely got my ass handed to me in every race. Matter of fact, I've never been pulled in a crit before, and I got pulled in a crit because I got dropped.
I've been pulled off the track before. Trying to think if it's been more than once or definitely the last race that I ever did as a collegiate runner was like Alabama off the track.
Oh no.
That's how it ended.
Yeah, they just point at you and like off the course when you're too far off the back, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
And I'm sure some people are like, I didn't see that, and they keep going.
Oh yeah. Well, no, the guy stood in the course, in front of us. We were that far off back that he stood in front of us and directed us off. There was a couple of us.
There's no denying.
No, there's no, we're off and we're not getting back on. So
Okay.
That's all good. I got dropped in the circuit race there as well. There was the Cat 50 field at Tucson Bicycle Classic is filled with like former national champions and elite riders that are just old now.
When you are getting dropped and you know, like, your only chance is to hang on, and if you don't hang on, you're getting dropped, pulled off the course. Like, what is your heart rate? Like, where are you at?
I'm at 175.
That's max heart rate.
That's max heart rate for me. And I don't have elite level power. I have old man used to think he was an athlete power.
That's something.
Dude, I can do 175 all day. I'm older than you.
Don't devalue the old man power.
So
That's threshold.
I said
there's a lot of gray around this table.
There's a lot of gray on this table. I set power PRs in these races and still got dropped. It was pretty freaking crazy. So
your fitness is okay though, right?
My fitness is good. I'm actually like moving pretty fast, but I can't compete in a field like that. So it's all good. I had a great time. I did Belgium Waffle Ride Arizona. I made a whole YouTube video about that. I'm not going to rehash it. Just suffice to say,
what was it? The Tucson Dogs or something that you rode with?
Oh yeah.
Shout out! I don't want to mess up their name.
Yeah, the Dogs of Tucson.
The Dogs of Tucson. Shout out Dogs of Tucson.
Dogs of Tucson. It's just an old man group that rides like 3 times a week together.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, so that was really fantastic. There's another group called Wren Coffee House is one of the great coffee shops there, and they do like 3 weekly rides. So there's always like a different weekly ride to choose from in Arizona.
Did you stay with your sister?
I did not stay with my sister. She's in Mesa.
Okay. Yeah. I think I knew that.
I slept in Gary Allen's driveway. We were in our van, so I stayed at Gary Allen's house. We literally just slept in his driveway.
Basically in your van for
5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah.
You probably smelled right.
No,
Let me smell that underwear again. Let me smell the green thong again.
I'll bring it right over to you.
Yeah. Still smells like Arizona. Yeah.
So,
it just has that hint of desert.
It is such a great, robust cycling scene down there, though. It's
especially
amazing.
Between January and April.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. If I could afford to and stay down there 3 months of the year, I would. It's that good.
There's a great ride
so much
every day.
going on.
There's a great ride every day. So again, So I did a bunch of great rides. I rode Mount Lemmon 3 or 4 times. Yeah. I did some really hard group rides where, we chased people around. I did the Tucson Shootout. I think I only did it once. So plus that race.
While you were gone, we've had like hit or miss weather. Like because you were gone for so long, we actually had some good weather and some bad weather. And we haven't had any snow at all.
No, nothing here.
But like you probably rode yesterday and it was gorgeous.
I did not.
That's a
I
weird
took
day.
Yesterday
It's
off.
a weird day to take the day off. It was like 70 in early March. It's like 70 degrees here.
Dude, I was the same. I was like, it's so gorgeous today. I need to be out on my bike, but my legs
I just did.
I could barely walk yesterday.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. But
so I did Belgium Waffle Ride Arizona. I was hoping to make the podium in my age group in that race. There were 55 people in my category, but I flatted 7 miles in, and I lost 5 minutes and lost the fast group. And
did you sealant didn't?
It didn't. The sealant didn't seal it. I had to double plug it for it to finally seal.
Okay.
So I had to put 2 different plugs in. Then it sealed. Then I could get going. And then I worked my way from 30th back to 7th in my age group. Yeah. So still a good race for me, but not what I was hoping to do. Then we came home. We had our 2 first Obra races of the year this last weekend. Right. The first Echo Red to Red mountain bike race.
It's one of your favorites?
It's one of my favorites. Jake has done it several times. Mm-hmm. I've done it several times. I've won my category there 3 years. But now I'm in a different category. And again, I have old man Watts who used to think he was an athlete Watts. Yep. I don't have elite level Watts anymore. So absolutely got my butt kicked there.
That's okay.
But still had a great time. The weather was decent. The dirt was great. We had a couple pros that came in. Cole Patton and Sevilla Blank came in. We were both former Olympians. It was.
And then this past weekend, you were at some sort of rodeo.
Oh, and then Sunday was the Real West gravel race. Mike Ripley's first race
Okay.
of the year.
I don't
And
feel like I know anything about that other than what you posted in your video.
it's a third-year event, so
Yeah.
it's only 3 years. Last year, it was a bit of a disaster with mud and weather.
Where did
and
you say it was?
injuries. It's in Pendleton,
Oh
Oregon.
yeah, that's right. Okay.
So it's in Eastern Oregon. Pendleton that's a town that's been around since the 1800s.
You're right.
It's farmers and ranching and there's a famous Pendleton Roundup, which is a very famous rodeo that happens every year in Pendleton. There's a huge stadium just for
The rodeo.
the rodeo, and that's not the one I showed in my video.
Right. That looks smaller.
Yeah, it's much smaller. That's an indoor one. There's a
Yeah.
huge outdoor one right next to it. So
Tell
it's
us
kind of a
about
big deal.
the competition for that, how you placed, and how you placed in the skate park tricks edition.
He beat me.
I probably did.
Say
I
that.
screw you up? I think I.
It looked like you
screwed
started
up.
further back.
Okay, I was asked to actually. So I did the short course. Me and Ian both did the short course. So we did a 47-mile gravel race with 3,000 feet of climbing. There's a 67-mile gravel race with 5,000 feet of climbing.
Okay.
And there was 150 people that started in the long course. Mike Ripley, the race promoter, asked me to lead out the short course, but to give us a 20-second gap, after they all went over the timing mat, to wait 20 seconds, and then the short course would all go over the timing mat, so they could reset the timing mat for us. And so we were staged separately. So I did that, but.
And you're supposed to lead out, so everyone's looking follow this guy. He'll show you which way to go.
And there was a pinch point in the lead out. It was a neutral lead out spot. It had to skirt around this skate park that was in the corner of the street.
Did you check this out on like a pre-ride or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I was
He did.
at first.
He did. I didn't.
No.
At first, when I was watching that, I'm like, oh crap. Like, because when you're going, like, you could hit anything inside of a skate park. I'll let you tell the story
You
because
could
I'm messing it
go
up.
off of stairs
Anything
or off a ledge.
like something could happen. There's just a rail in front of you, and you're like,
Right. So I knew that there would be a pinch point going around that. So I found a line through the skate park that I could easily ride. And so we hit the skate park. I cut right. And I went sailing through. I went up a little ramp and hopped over a little bunny hop thing, and then went back down.
So yeah, let me give
you get extra bonus points for that, right?
Let me give the perspective from just behind Lance. Because
Ian
I
was
set
on my
off,
wheel.
I was setting off right with him because we were right at the front of the
Right. You were in front,
short
front of the short course.
And then we reached that pinch point and we got onto a bike path. And so,
Well, plus there was traffic before that.
we were right there. We were all one group at that point. And Lance started threading through the long course
saw that.
people.
Looks sketchy as all.
And I'm like,
get
I'm going to
out.
follow this guy. And so we threaded through and we were getting towards the front. And we were doing, I don't know, 10, 12 miles an hour, not
It
very
wasn't
fast.
No, yeah.
And Lance is like, we're going right. Okay, I guess he knows where he's going.
Uh-oh.
He scoped it out. He's a mountain biker. He's got the skills. All of a sudden, I'm in this skate park with like 3-foot vertical walls all around.
Were you like, oh crap?
Oh, yeah, I said something like that.
Yeah, so the verbiage was
Anyway.
different.
Did you follow right behind me?
Yes.
Okay.
What about, because like you transition out of the skate park onto
He
some like sketchy grass stuff onto the side, like that stuff. I was like, they're gonna hit a bench, they're just gonna, or you just like trip over a curb, or something bad is gonna happen.
Yes, it did. So he transitioned out of the skate park. I transitioned onto my ass. Right in front of him.
I'm checking
He
for
went down.
bruises.
He's on my knee, yeah.
That's all in your knee. Okay.
So
Okay.
subsequently lost about 100 places in the
While you were getting yourself back
while I
together.
was getting myself
Oh,
back
I'm
together.
Sorry, Ian. What I had done is
And
I
that
went,
was the end of the neutral zone. And then
Note to
then
self: don't follow
follow me.
Lance.
You can see my line in my YouTube video if you want to see
I'm
it.
It's
we're
worth
going
watching.
right. Oh, I guess he must know what he's talking about.
I knew I'd get past like 50 people there, so I'm like, I'm going to the skate park.
You
I just-
probably did pass a lot of
I
people.
probably should have told Ian. I didn't look behind me. I was just going.
That's
anyway.
how he ended up in the lead group, and I was chasing all freaking day long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then
just those
the
little
race,
things.
the race started right after that. It started with like a 2.5 mile climb, paved,
Okay.
but not very steep. And go figure, after the super hard mountain bike race the day before, man, I had great legs on Sunday.
Yeah.
And was able to ride right to the front of the long course, like elite group. And so I was able to stay with them for the first like 20 miles, which was unexpected. And so once I got in that group, you stay with the group until there was a climb, and there wasn't a climb till mile 20. So I'm just sitting in happy as a clam. You probably were already
working
a couple 100 meters off the back. Or
We were
mile.
not that far away from you. A couple of 100 meters, but we weren't making any ground.
Yeah, because it was all moving too fast.
We were moving really quickly. Yeah. I could see you guys up there, but it was gone.
Yeah, anyway, I did end up finishing that race. I ended up 5th overall in the short course, and I was second. I was second in my age group. There was one guy from Nampa, Idaho, who was a minute ahead of me, and we didn't even know he was
Nampa,
there.
Idaho. I was in.
You were in Boise.
I'll backpedal now.
Let's go.
I was. I spent last weekend in Boise, Idaho, next to Nampa, and one of the coaches I coach with is from Nampa, and I was like, oh, I need to come visit because she was going to be there, and I was like, I need to come visit your family because I know her family and all this stuff. Of course, that didn't happen because we were stuck inside of a indoor pool the entire time.
The whole time.
But I did get some running in. I ran on the Oregon Trail out there, which was pretty cool, and I ran on whatever Boise State University has like this like river walk. Have you ever been there?
Sure.
Yeah, so there's like
There's a zoo down there.
I didn't go to the zoo.
There's a zoo, a free zoo right
That's
along
cool.
there too.
But
that greenway.
Really?
Along the river, yeah.
I am not running far enough to probably make it to the zoo, but I ran along the waterway there. It was super nice. And then also the past whatever block of time, I've been doing more swimming and more lifting.
Oh, wow. Very good.
I know.
I actually
Not any biking, not much biking. Although I got a electric bike in the mail that I need to build up.
Oh, cool.
And,
Another one, huh?
Yeah.
Fleet.
It'll be a sponsored video to put together and try to get out in the next, 2 weeks or so. I might bring it by the store because one of the things I want to tell people is if you're building up these bikes, just bring it to a store and get them to at least look it over
that's a
for
good
safety.
idea.
Don't you think everyone should?
We do that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Just be like, hey, just at least get someone that knows what they're doing to look it over.
Make sure the bolts are tightened right. Make sure it's set up right. Make sure the brakes are working right.
Yeah.
Forks on arm backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to put that in the video. Just hey,
Yeah.
just go to your local bike shop and just get them checked out.
Yep.
Because it's not going to be hard to put together, but at the same time, it's it doesn't take much to hurt yourself.
Correct.
Yeah.
Funny side story.
Okay.
The one of my best investments that does pay for my life of leisure is a hotel that is in Boise, Idaho, right next to the Greenway. That's why I know so much about downtown Boise.
Oh.
So the Marriott Residence Inn right in downtown Boise next to the Capitol building is I own 1.4% of that hotel.
We were out by the airport in some crappy hotel.
Oh, that was a little further out, yeah.
Yeah.
What city was that in?
Boise.
Okay.
Which I've
been
never
there before?
Boise, I've been through Boise. a whole
This
bunch
was
of
my
times.
first time.
Sorry.
Really?
I was going somewhere else with this. Just
Oh.
real quick. All three of you guys said it differently.
Boise?
Correct.
It's Boise
No, you say Boise.
or Boise.
I say Boise.
And
Boise.
It's
Boise.
Boise.
yours was
Boise.
more mono, everything was lumped together. Lance is more articulated with the Boise, and Matt
Mine's
said it's
just
kind of like
Southern
I was
drawl,
Boise. Yeah.
like how a cowboy, like a real cowboy would say
I
Boise.
think I've asked Lance about this before, and I think he told me that's how the natives say it is Boise, right?
I think so.
Boise. And so I'm like, all right, I'll start saying that way. My wife gave me crap for that. She's like, why are you saying it like that?
Boise?
Yeah, but then again, she's the one that's always going Hawaii, whatever, or just whatever.
Kauai.
Just like she will over pronunciate that e on the end of or the I on the end of. Hawaii.
I'm not going to change how I say Boise.
This is from the guys that can't say Worcester sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Exactly.
Nailed it.
Anyway, sorry for the no tangent there.
Good sidetrack.
Ian.
Yeah, me.
Ian raced his bike.
I did.
Yeah.
For the first
And I
time
made him
since
crash in the first half mile.
first race, first crash, first race since Baker City last year.
Been a minute.
Anyway,
How'd it go?
I think it went well, apart from the start.
Apart from the start, how are the
stayed-
power numbers?
It was good. I don't know. It depends. My power meter, I've grown not to really trust it, but yeah, normalized 250 or so after over 2.5 hours.
Wow.
So I came 15th out of 188 starters in the end.
What power meter are you running?
on my gravel bike, I'm running the rally pedals.
And you don't trust those?
No, the thing is, I've discovered that I have a big difference in the imbalance in my legs.
So they're right, and you're just all like, no, this is fake news.
Well,
no, it's
you have
not.
the
It's not right
dual-sided?
because it's taking the
Your
power
left and
from my
doubling.
left
Is
side.
it a one-sided?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's taking
Yeah.
that and doubling it and giving me that output. Whereas in reality, my right leg is not as strong as that.
I know somebody that can get you the little
other
insert for the other side of the pedal, so it can be double-sided. Just food for thought.
Yeah, my new road bike has got a Quark, so
Yeah.
it's both sides.
So are you seeing significantly different power numbers between those two bikes, given what
Yes.
feels like the relative effort?
Yes.
How much,
There's a good
like,
20 watts
it's
in there.
20 watts? Yeah.
And my power balance is something like 56,
Yeah.
44, something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's way out.
Now it's really only means anything if you really want to know what your true power numbers are.
Yeah.
But if you're just using the same power meter, it's all relative. It's just like you need to be working in certain
Except
zones.
for if he has a different power meter on a different bike.
And that was the point. Is
Yes,
if you've got
yes.
two different things and you're trying to compare
Yeah.
apples to apples, if you're trying to do a workout on one thing and you go to do it on the other, it's either going to be harder or easier.
Yeah, for
depending-
sure.
Yeah.
And that's what happened when I
Yeah.
got my new bike. It had a different power meter. So then I'm like, wait, all my rides are, what happened to my power? I'm making 20 watts less than I used to. So,
yeah.
I hate
so
that.
who knows?
For us stats junkies and metric
But I
nerds, we need
think-
to have those
I know,
real
right?
actual numbers just so we can chest pound, at least with ourselves a little bit.
Yeah. No, I felt strong on the race. I still carrying some fitness, even though, honestly, I've been sick. I got sick after we came back from Tenerife, and 3 weeks of a full-on chest infection, and I didn't think I was going to make it down to training camp. Coughing my lungs out. I'm still coughing, but anyway, I lost 2 weeks, and I thought, oh, there's all my fitness gone. But it turns out it.
I think my daughter
Doing
got
okay.
that. She missed, God, it's like 5 days. She's just like buried in her room coughing.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
missed like a soccer tournament this past weekend, or soccer not tournament, but games and whatnot. But yeah, she was pretty bad off, and I think she missed 2 days of school last week, 1 day of school this week, and everything over the weekend, and just went back to school. But
Yeah.
hopefully,
A lot of stuff going
There's a
around.
lot of it around. I mean,
Yeah.
some of
Wait a
my
minute.
clients have got it as well, or had it, and it's, I don't know, with athletes, with me at least, it just, a common cold turns into a chest infection, turns into a months long coughing spree.
ouch.
Tired of it.
Yeah.
But
Ian is being humble about his race performance. He did win his age group.
oh yeah, I did that.
And he was
Oh, yeah.
he was only 10 minutes behind me, and that was literally the difference between making that front group and not making that front group. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Good job, Ian.
Yeah. Well,
he
good.
killed it.
Yeah, but since January 10th, been to Tenerife, got sick, went down to training camp, drove all the way down there. It's a long ass way to Tucson.
Mm. How long is that? How long does it take?
22
days?
hours.
That's if you're going just straight there,
Yeah.
not doing all the Lance excursions.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, I went to Grand Canyon on the way back and Zion, both places I've never been to before. So it was kind of a nice journey back. But
Zion's awesome. I
Zion
love it
was
there.
great, yeah.
Did you do any hiking while you were there?
nope.
Did you ride your bike down there at all?
No, like it was cold.
It was like 30 degrees.
I was going to ride along the rim of the Grand Canyon. It's beautiful up there, but it was like 30 degrees.
If you get a chance, stop
Cold
back
as
into
hell.
Zion. It's
Yeah.
pretty riding back there, and then the hiking is amazing. So,
Yeah, I've seen it. It looked nice.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
Jake,
What?
what have you been doing?
Back pedal.
Dude, I am fit as
Ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
right now, dude. I'm killing it
You're
out there.
freaking killing it.
Sitting on my desk chair. Okay,
I can
so
sit all day long.
the last time we posted a podcast, you said it was January 10th.
think it was January
okay, so
10th.
if that's factual and that's actually the day that it was put out there, that was 65 days ago.
Jeez.
65 days, guys. I feel like it's been a week, maybe two. I don't know. I swear I live in a time vortex. Just some basic stats for you. Like if you work a normal full-time job, 40 hours a week, in that same time period, that 65-day time period, that works out to roughly 371 hours. If you're not taking days off, working Monday through Friday, 40 hours for that 65-day time period, right?
371, is that what you said?
371 hours
Okay.
for that 61 is like 9 weeks or something like that, or somewhere in that ballpark. I don't know, whatever that worked out to. That same time period, on the low side, I worked about 750 hours.
All
It's
the hours.
Stupid. Like I'm trying to get things done, and I need like 3 of me, and it's It's hard, guys. It's really hard. But I did go to Utah and I did go to Colorado.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There was one time I was like, oh, I'm going to go stop by and see Jake because I haven't seen him in a while. I'm just going to go to the store and say hi. And I looked to see where you were because we all share our find my location or whatever. And I think you were in Utah or something like that. And I was like, I guess I'm not going to go see Jake.
Yeah, we flew out there to take my son to look at the University of Utah. And then we jumped over the Rockies and went over to Denver and drove up to Boulder to look at the University of Colorado to check out those two schools. And those were the last two schools that he wanted to see prior to starting to submit applications and kind of decide where he wants to go. So,
wow.
And
yeah.
What did he have a preference in the end?
He's got a pretty clear preference. There's another very close. It's kind of like a coin toss. I think that there's certain aspects about the one that I think is the primary one that he wants to go to because it has everything that he needs and wants. Proximity to home is much better. The other one is, we'll just say, more prestigious. It's like, I think it's in the top 10 business schools of the United States. He's got it boiled down to the two primaries that he wants to go to are the University of Utah and Michigan, the Ross School of Business. So he's going to be submitting his applications. I'm positive, based on talking with the admittance people at University of Utah, that he'll for sure get in there, but actually get admitted into the honors program for the business school, which gives him a lot of great perks. And there's a lot of good stuff about that school. I was blown away by that. I'd never been there before.
Beautiful, huh? My daughter went there.
The University of Utah?
Yep.
I did not know that. She's a Ute, huh?
Yep.
Cool. And it's just like, I'm expecting to walk around this campus and it's 150 years old. And I'm like, I'm starting to notice something like, why is everything so nice and new and modern?
Beautiful
and
campus.
I'm like, this is crazy. And then I think like, I got to ask somebody. And I asked, and she's like, oh, it's because we had the Winter Olympics here. Was it 2002?
2002.
And they're getting ready to have the Winter Olympics there again. And on that campus, that's going to be like where they're staged out of in
Rice
2034.
Eccles Stadium is where they do the opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing a bunch more stuff, getting ready for it again. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But it's 150 years old, but it's amazing. It's a freaking awesome campus. And I'm going through this stuff, and like, he's got a lot of similar interests to me. And I'm listening to all the things, and we're asking all the questions. I'm like, God damn it, I want to go back to school. I'm like, I'm like towards the end, I'm like, hey, B,
I'm coming with you.
What would you think if Dad audited a few classes with you? Maybe even enrolled. Who knows?
Maybe just your roommate.
There you go. And he just laughed. So
That's how I felt when I was at the U. It's such a gorgeous place.
the people were fantastic there. It was, I don't know. And for him, it's pretty cool because my daughter, who goes to Penn State, it's anywhere from a 12 to 14 hour journey to go from her school to get home. And you're almost guaranteed some sort of delay, cancellation, or something along the way. Like, she was home for spring break last week. She flew home she was trying to fly home on Sunday, and her flights got canceled. Right. So then they had to do this mad scramble for her to, get a new flight on Monday. So I, drive her to the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning. Basically, I took my lunch break and flew her over to the airport. And then she's flying home, and like, I think that like one flight was canceled, and like then they got her on another flight, which all worked out. She's like, oh great. Then she gets on the plane, and they're sitting there, and then the pilot gets on the PA. He's like, yeah, we're gonna this flight's not happening, and we've deemed this plane's not safe to fly, so we're gonna get you guys off this plane and put you on a different plane. And she's like, holy crap. And then during that process, like, they're sending out these winter advisory warnings and high wind advisories for State College where she's flying into. And like that, she said it was the bumpiest, most terrible flight she's ever had in her life. And like, this whole excursion like ended up taking her, I think, to get home was like 15 hours. Barrett, on the other hand, if he goes to the University of Utah, doorstep to doorstep in under 4 hours.
Even if he goes to Michigan, there's a direct flight from Portland to Detroit.
Detroit, yeah,
it'll be
but
fine.
That's like a 45-minute drive to get to the airport, and I think you have to take a shuttle or something like that.
It's not even that. It's probably maybe 30 minutes from Ann Arbor to Detroit, and then
Barrett can literally catch a light rail train at the U over to the airport and be in the terminal in like 20 or 30 minutes. Like our rep from Factor Bikes actually lives there. Joel, yeah,
he lives in Salt Lake. Yeah,
I was chatting with him about this, and he was telling me all the great things about it. He's like, oh yeah, it's like I can go from my doorstep. He lives like 10 minutes from the university. My doorstep, and be in my terminal waiting to board the flight in 20 minutes. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
and that airport's fantastic. But anyway,
it's only 11-hour drive.
Yeah, too. Not bad. And I told Barrett, I'm like, Lance drives through there about 13 times a year. So if you ever need anything, I'll just throw it in his van, and he'll just swing by and throw it at you.
It's easy.
You might want to take a shower in your dorm room or something like that. You might.
My daughter lives in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Kelty lives in Salt Lake.
Okay.
She's just got a brand new job with an ad agency in Salt Lake. So she's like putting roots down there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool little town. And for him too, like wanting to be a business major, just the opportunities in that city are pretty substantial because that's it's kind of a bustling and growing center for that.
Great riding in Salt Lake City, and great skiing.
So, meantime, he's just out here building his resume and trying to get everything set up so that he can get into the school that he wants to go to. And
he still has time. He's a junior, right?
Yeah, he's finishing up his junior year, and he's still carrying a 4.0 GPA, taking AP classes and all kinds of extracurriculars and ASBs and track. And
these crazy kids.
The little MFer just got voted class president for his senior year.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah,
ASB president. Is that what it was?
Yeah. It's something like, I don't know if it's because they've got two presidents. They got ASB and then they got the student body.
Oh, maybe it's
I think
maybe
the student body
president.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, the girl who's the ASB, they kind of like have had that dynamic all along. They talk about which one.
Oh, really?
And they just go and get what they need.
That's a good group.
But anyway, it's kind of funny. I'm like, when I was your age, I was
right.
not wired that way at all. I mean, probably when I hit about 24, 25, it clicked on for me, and I was like that. But I don't know. Not when I was 16 years old. I was out throwing rocks at people and doing other nefarious things. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Just busy.
Good.
Covering the lab. Paul was on vacation for 3 weeks.
Yep.
And thinking it's supposed to be slow because it's January.
Nope, it was not.
Nope. Yeah. I'll shut up and move on. You guys, we got bike stuff happening in the world. Is Champ here? Does Champ want to talk about that? Champ,
you can
talk
let him out of the We're gonna let him out of the basement. He's been locked down there a long time.
Champ's been locked. He's been bleeding in the basement and puking on flights and carrying the barf bags.
Too much salsa.
Too much salsa. What do you guys want to hear about? There's been a whole. I'm gonna go through the highlights and just gonna run
Highlights
off the top of my
perfect.
head. Okay.
Yeah.
Pogačar crushed in Strade Bianche. He rode away from everybody. Vanderpool looks super good. He won. Did he win Omloop or he won Doors? He won one of the Belgian fake classics. Then we had Paris-Nice and
Is Paris-Nice over?
Paris-Nice is over, and
Okay.
Vingegaard freaking just crushed it. That is usually a race that is won by under 30 seconds, and he won by like 4 minutes. So he kind of crushed everybody. Isaac Del Toro smoked everybody in Tirreno Adriatico.
Yes.
So he is like on fire. So now we've got Isaac Del Toro and Pogačar both on UAE that they are. That is a freaking tough duo. That's the highlights. What
Nailed
else
it.
has happened?
That was good.
That's it.
Vanderpool's won like 3 stages of that.
He won
Tirreno.
He won 2 stages in Tirreno, and he won one of those fake Belgian classics. I'm going to get murdered for saying that.
You are.
It's either one's called Omloop and one's called Doors. They were on a Saturday and Sunday. And I think he won the Saturday one, like convincingly won the Saturday one. So
took down the. I don't think we talked about it since then because I think it's happened since then. Was the Cyclocross World Championships?
Cyclocross World Championships happened. Yeah, that was after our last. That happened in February.
Exactly. So
and Vanderpool had no issues and absolutely just crushed the field.
$1 million question is: does he come back next year? Is it like a game time decision for him in terms of like? I know that he's kind of said that he's kind of done with cyclocross.
He did kind of say that, but he's won 7 of them now. He kind of loves it. He didn't have any issues this year by doing that, so we'll see how long his form lasts. I know that he's probably very much targeting Milan-San Remo.
I was just going to say that's something we should talk about.
Yeah, it's coming up, and he
place your bets, gentlemen.
Right, and Pogačar is also targeting it. So we're going to have another Pogačar and Vanderpool face-off for Milan-San Remo.
Hey, wait. That was going to be my hot seat question.
Okay, that's perfect. Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, that's perfect. Save your bets.
So
don't put your money down
There's
just yet.
stuff coming up in the World Tour that's happening. What else has happened in U.S. cycling? I don't know. That's it. Champ out.
Thank you, Champ. There's I'm going to find it here in a minute, but let's play this first.
I did it with nothing but my own blood, sweat, and tears, and extra blood.
People don't. Yeah. This is a sport with literally hundreds of dollars on the line and dozens of fans. The stakes are medium.
Come on. How do you beat the man on drugs if you're not on drugs?
Wait, did you just admit to being on drugs?
The EPO chain mail. Send us a text with your questions. Forward this podcast to 15 people, and you'll lose 10 pounds overnight. without even trying. You've got mail.
Maybe if I can find it, but this is how prepared we are. Lance, you've kind of been out gallivanting around, and you've made mention to me that a few people have come up and talked to you about different stuff. This isn't necessarily, I don't know, EPO chainmail adjacent. Well, it is adjacent, but it's not actual EPO chainmail. You mentioned something to me that I thought was pretty funny about your YouTube channel. I'm asking again for a follow-up. Did you happen to find this?
No,
you want to tell us a quick story about that?
I don't have it yet.
To the people that probably don't listen to this podcast, but maybe if they do more of what this guy did. Lance, go.
Every race I've been to so far this year, I keep getting recognized, and it's because of my stupid mustache and my.
Do you feel pressure to keep
YouTube
the mustache?
Channel. I think I have to keep it just because it's now part of my brand.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, your brand. You got a strong brand.
I got a strong brand, and so. But like even the races in Arizona, like I went to pick up my number at Belgium Waffle Ride, Arizona, and I walked up to the guy who I walked up and he was like, "Oh, Lance freaking Hepler. All right, I'm glad you're here. Here's your number." I'm like, "I'm in Arizona." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
It says Lance freaking Hepler everywhere, doesn't it?
It says it. It must say. Well, it's on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
It's on my Instagram handle, and it's on my Strava type.
Yeah.
So it's kind of showing up.
How's your channel doing, by the way?
I'm at 1,600.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's gotten up to there. It's funny. I did a bunch of videos while I was in Arizona, and if it involved a race or a big group ride around Arizona,
checked in.
A lot of people watched them. If it involved a shootout, it was like 10,000 people watched it.
Wow.
If it was a local group ride.
Because people want to see their own butts.
Yes, correct. And then I do races, like I did these two races this weekend. I made a video for both shows, and they don't even have 1,000 views.
I'm coming up on 50,000 sometime in the next week.
Matt.
Maybe the next week or so.
Didn't you just hit 40 like not too long ago?
Sure. No.
Didn't it happen like
It's
on
just
January 10th?
growing. I love it.
But yeah, so that'll be a fun little it's always fun to cross any sort of thing and just celebrate, because why not?
So
celebrate all the little things.
I'm walking around after their gravel race.
How do they know Lance freaking Hepler?
Because I'm good at self promotion.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to think if the race director got involved or what.
Yeah, I don't know. People are looking for information about these races coming up, and then my video pops up from last year or something, is what my guess is. But after the gravel race, me and Chris Surratt, our teammate, we were milling around the outside just talking about our race, and some random guy that I don't know walks up and he's like, I hate to interrupt you guys, but two things. One, I have a buddy who made a Lance freaking Hepler parody video.
What?
Yes, he made a parody video. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to see this. He goes, it's really funny. It's just completely making fun of you. And I'm like, I'm all about that. Absolutely. Yeah. He said he was going to share it with me. He has not shared it with me yet.
You can call that on the podcast, whoever you are.
I don't even know who the guy was.
But he's got, we need this.
So
we need
I
the parody
need to
video.
find the parody video.
If you send it to us, we promise it will get posted.
It will get posted.
There's no denying it.
Yeah, so that was one thing. So the second thing is I need a selfie with you so that I can send it to my buddy that I actually met you. So that's so fun. People are so nice.
And
the guy walked away, and Chris Surratt looked at me and said, I have lost all faith in the internet now. He's like, I hate people.
It's like 99% of the people are super amazing.
Right.
And it's just like there's 1% and there's still some, Do you get any bad comments on YouTube?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You kind of have to have thick skin.
You do have to have thick skin.
But most most of the comments are just like, this is awesome. I love it. Blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. And there's just like one
And somebody
person.
will say, if you hadn't done this or that.
Yeah,
or why couldn't you just hang on? I'm like, because I'm an old freaking man. That's why I couldn't hang on.
Yeah. Or they'll find a way to make it hurt a little bit. Yeah.
Right.
They say mean things.
Or thumbs down. Why do people give thumbs down? I'm just
They
having
don't want
fun.
to see it in their algorithm.
Oh, is that what it is?
I would be willing to bet that they like the feed. They don't want to necessarily unfollow or block you, but if they put the thumbs down for you, less of you will show up in their feed.
Okay,
that's
makes sense.
At least that's what I tell myself.
Well, I've been told to my face before that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, that I'm kind of a lot. So
And I tell people that too. I'm like, I don't think my channel is for you. Like, go somewhere
Go
else.
somewhere else.
Go find someone. Yeah, I think that's
Find
okay.
something.
Like, they're like, why don't you just? I get this comment like, why don't you just get to the point? Like, this video could have been 15 seconds. I get that kind of comment a lot, and I'm like, that's not my channel. Like, mine is like, let's look at the details.
Yes.
And no, that's just
And
not
pretty transitions and
like-
fantastic cinematography. That's what Matt's channel is
not-
all about.
It's not going to be speedy. It's not going to be like, let's get to the point, because that's probably someone that's going to do YouTube short.
But 50,000 people want your point.
I bet a lot of
That sounded
the
sexual.
majority of our listeners for this podcast probably aren't people that want people to get to the point, right?
So you're right. If they're listening to this podcast,
Yeah.
these guys are droning on for another hour and a half, and we're 40 minutes in, and we haven't even done anything.
We haven't even
important
done
yet.
well, the important hot seat questions, because they're important.
We still got it.
Oh my gosh!
That's funny. Well,
But it's funny. You're not finding it yet.
no, I'm still scrolling. You
Okay,
do
so
think.
but there's it's funny. Lately I've been shooting my like little intro videos with my cell phone,
Yep.
and I'll be riding around like the race start area before the race starts, like an hour, and literally I'll have 5 or 6 people.
Like, get in on the.
You will yell something.
Oh.
They'll yell something like, "What's up, everybody? It's Lance freaking Heffler."
Yeah. That's good.
They'll do my intro for me because they've watched some of it, or they'll just say, "Hey, Lance freaking Heffler, what's up?"
I feel like this good. This is good. This is a good community.
It makes it fun. What was weird is when it was happening in Arizona when I was there.
Yeah, that's weird.
So,
But that's okay.
or I'd be head down in the race, moving past somebody, and someone would go, "Lance freaking Heffler.
Yeah.
I'm getting passed by Lance freaking Heffler." And I'd be like, "Suck it, asshole." No, I didn't.
Well, I think the more you visit Arizona, the more like kind of fun stuff like that will happen. You know, because you didn't spend 5 weeks, right?
I spent 5 weeks. Yeah,
That's
it was
not
a long
a
time.
short amount of time. I mean, you're going to start to have some more friends and stuff down there.
Yeah, I've met a lot of people down there.
Yeah. Maybe you guys will start to be like little snowbird, like kind of spend some more time down there if you guys.
Well, that's basically what we've done for the last 4 years.
Well, I'm thinking like even more than 5 weeks.
Right. Like spend
You
several
came back
months.
here and there was like pouring down rain.
Well, I came back for the races.
Yes.
Why? Because there's not that many races in Arizona. Believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The kind of racing I want to do.
Oh,
I
okay.
want to do off-road racing.
Yeah.
I do the road racing because
It gets you to the
it gets
gravel
me
stuff.
to the gravel stuff
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
off-road stuff. And
Okay.
so there's crits, there's road races, but that is done by April.
Yeah.
And then there's only 4 or 5 mountain bike races. People who listen to this, prove me wrong. Tell me where all the races are in Arizona. But then I don't want to leave you guys.
Don't leave us hanging.
I won't leave you guys hanging.
This podcast is adamant about its schedule. Okay.
We're on it.
If there's one
once
thing
a week for 7 years straight, except for the last 2 months.
in couple years, the past year or so has been rough, but
Okay,
Jay-
real quick. We had actually 2. One of them, I'll have to find it later. They didn't use the little like contact us through the app player thing.
Okay.
They sent an email using one of the contact forms on the Dialed Cycling website.
Okay.
And I don't know.
That's cool.
It's been a minute. I've just got to go back and search when I'm not on my phone. But we did get somebody that reached out and asked us a question using the traditional way of doing this from Connecticut. And they said this about, I don't know, it was on January 28th. Sorry.
Okay.
And they had a
We're on
question
it.
because they wanted to know what to do over the next 2 months for something. So we're going to give them like what
All
you
right.
need to do for the next 2 weeks for this version of it. So, question from listener in Connecticut. I got invited to go to Mallorca in March. Sweet.
oh, that's cool.
I am not at 100% fitness like before. So, number 1, how would you train if you had 2 months, 2 weeks to improve? I'm under no illusion that I would get to 100%. Point 2, for Lance, logistics when you cycle on the island. How do you do a long ride in one direction? How do you come back? And anything else that might be helpful, hint-wise, would be super appreciated. Thanks.
Okay, so this isn't just a question for me. I went to Mallorca because Ian forced me to, and I'm freaking glad that we did because it is a phenomenal place to ride
And we're going
in the
again
world.
this year.
It's probably one of the top 5 cycling destinations in the world to ride on the island of Mallorca. It's that good. The pavement is that good. The
Says you or says everybody in the
says
segment?
everybody in the world.
Would you put that on your top 5 list of places to ride?
I would.
Where would it rank 1 to 5?
At this point, number 1.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus. Damn it.
Because of the quality of the roads, the lack of traffic, the respect you get from traffic.
The weather.
The weather is good.
The whole cycling vibe is
It's just
amazing.
it's pretty phenomenal. Ian and I stayed on the east side of the island in the little town of Palenza. Payenza. See, I can't.
What's
pronounce
the
it right
national anthem
anyway.
to that place?
It's the Spanish national anthem. It's Spain. I don't know.
Are you sure it's not Lance?
Suck my balls. suck my balls. Balls.
Yeah.
No, that's
national anthem.
That's the anthem to this podcast, not to Spain.
Toast to taint. Is that what it was?
Sold a sack. Sold a sack. Sold a sack.
I remember that conversation.
Something about shaving.
Oh man.
Suck my balls.
Sorry.
That's so good. It's so bad. Okay. We stayed in Palenza or Pienza or however Ian is saying it, and I'm saying it wrong. It's on the east side of the island. And the point of staying over there is because it's closest to like the 5 best routes that are in Mallorca. You're going to get great climbs, great like coastal views, just some phenomenal stuff, which is really good. But every really good ride is at least 40 or 50 miles and 4,000 feet of climbing. So there's a lot of climbing on the island. You can do flatter rides if you stay in the valley, but it's not quite as picturesque as if you're doing the northern coastal stuff. That is,
But
really
it is an
great.
option. Like you can have a rest day and do a 30-mile ride on the flat or along
Yes,
the
you could.
coast. In contrast to Tenerife, where there's not a flat
There's not
meter of
around your
road.
hotel parking lot would be
Yeah.
the flat section
Yeah.
in Tenerife.
So you know all things Alaska Air,
Yes.
right? Is that an airline that you can use to get to Mallorca?
You
Or
will
their-
be
their
able
partner-
to. They are starting service to London Heathrow this summer from Seattle, from the West Coast. But there's to get to Mallorca from the West Coast of the States, at least, it's going to involve one change somewhere,
Okay.
whether it's
Well,
Heathrow,
not direct.
Amsterdam. No, there's no direct flights from here to Palma.
Could you theoretically, once they get that switched over with Alaska, could you use them to get to Heathrow? And then do they have flight service from Heathrow to there, or do you have to use a?
They are partners. There's the global alliance of airlines there, so they're partners of British Airways. So you could you would have one ticket, at least fly Alaska to London and then London to Palma.
Okay.
And they're also going to fly starting service, I think, in April to Rome as well.
Yeah,
So
just switched up how I use credit cards for
Oh,
everything
yeah.
because
you got the Atmos.
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
I just got one of those too.
Yeah, and I used to use a different card. We get like a pretty sizable chunk of change back. Like wow. But I looked at how that worked out and how all that same spending would work if I did it through the Atmos card, and the value of that just in terms of flights, it's like 3x more in terms of what
they're
we
good.
get. So I've been crunching all the numbers, but by the end of this year, I'll have titanium status with Atmos, which was pretty crazy. And I'm like, that's pretty slick. And then all the points and the perks and all the things that come with it, I'm like, that's a lot of flight tickets that I get to use once I can come back to reality. And maybe I need to fly over to Mallorca by myself and just have a personal training camp for a month.
Okay.
Myself healthy.
You need to go to Mallorca. You need
I'll
to
go
come
with
with
you,
Lance and
Jake.
me.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
sold deal.
remarkable.
We'll all go.
So
That'll be fun.
the person was asking about like transfers and whatnot or one-way things. A couple of other hints. It's going to be best to rent a bike on the island. There are great places to rent a bike. You can get a very solid bike for a decent amount of money, and so it's worth that. Ian and I, we were there 6 days.
You guys have done it both ways. You've rented bikes and you've brought your bikes, right?
I brought my bike.
First time,
The
maybe?
airline broke it, and I had to rent a bike while I was there. So I brought a bike thinking it would save me money. It did not. It cost me way more money because they cracked my seat stay. Yeah, I got it repaired. I got it fixed. The bike's fine now, but it was a bad morning. Regardless, Ian and I, we were there. We rode 6 days. 5 of those days, we just did rides from our hotel, and we saw all the things we wanted to see, except for the whole northern coast of Mallorca. There's like an 80-mile ride
That's
that goes
the famous
all,
ride, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the
MA11.
MA10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The MA10. That's the name of the highway, which has hardly any cars on it because all the cars travel on different roads.
Or where there's probably not a lot of people on that north section of the island,
there's
right?
just gorgeous
Everything's in the-
little Spanish villages that
Okay.
have been here for 500 years that have a perfect little cafe in it and, like gas station to get whatever you want. So that's the beauty of it. But Ian and I did that 80-mile ride, but that was a one-way ride. We actually booked a transfer. We paid for a shuttle.
Oh, okay.
We paid for a shuttle. We went to a little hotel that
'Cause
was
you-
near
you-
our hotel.
You didn't want to do 160?
We didn't want to do 160 miles. We wanted to do the 80 or 85 miles, and it was like 7,000 feet of climbing still.
Yeah.
So we did that. We paid for a transfer. We got on a bus with 30 other people.
And it was like $30
It
maybe?
was so
nothing.
cheap.
It was nothing.
It drove us a couple hours all the way to the other side of the island. It dropped us all off. They pulled.
Did you have like the transfer take you out west and then go back east? Because I think you guys stayed back. You stayed somewhere in the east.
We stayed in the east.
Northeast or
yeah.
whatever.
So yeah, they took us all the way west to Androx, which is one of the little. Actually, what's his name? Doesn't live far from there.
Yeah, DC Rainmaker.
Rainmaker doesn't live far from Androx.
He lives like
a little further.
He lives really close to there.
Yeah.
I think that's where he probably flies out of or whatever. Or-
There's only one major airport in Mallorca.
It's Palma.
It's Palma. Yeah.
So he probably has to drive over there.
Yeah, but
each
it's
time.
not very far.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. So yeah, so we got on a bus. They brought a trailer they put all our bikes in. We hauled all the way over there. They unloaded our bikes for us. We got off, and me and Ian did
your thing.
5-hour ride back, and it was just absolutely phenomenal. So that's good. So my recommendation is find a shuttle, and you can do that. There's lots of them out there. And then if you haven't been doing 10 or 15 hours a week, you should be doing that so you can enjoy this and not just die. However, if you get tired, guess what? There's a cafe probably around the corner.
Yeah.
That you can
So you
sit
just stop,
down,
chill out, eat.
Yes, you can
Get
have a
food.
croissant or a piece of cheesecake and a Coke.
You guys probably just hammered.
No, we stopped quite a bit
Did you?
because that's
Good
part
for
of the
you.
experience.
I think so.
It was like
But
going to this little place where nobody speaks English, and you point at something and they give it to you, and it's like €2 for 2 Cokes and 2 croissants, and you're like,
yeah, that sounds pretty good.
did you undercharge me? No. And, so Mallorca was awesome. It was good. Did I answer it enough, do you
Sure.
think, Jake?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Okay.
All right. Before we, thanks for listening. If you want to send a question in, we'll hopefully get it through the app. So
There's a
can
link
find it.
on
Yeah.
if you're on the podcast through any sort of normal podcast channels. There's a link where you can click on it and you could just text the channel. I think is that right?
Yeah.
And
something
then
like that.
and then like it just shows up as like what city you're from. It doesn't give us tons of details. So if you want us to know more details, provide it in the message.
Gotcha. And we should be able to get back to you sometime in June. All right,
Yes.
let's move on here.
We are prompt. We are prompt. We're nothing
Before
if
we
prompt.
actually get into our little hot seedy thing here, I want to make people listen to this and not wait for the one last thing to hear it because it's kind of important. We've got something coming up this week, and I want Ian to tell us about it. Ian, what's going on Sunday?
Right, so it's a time trial event. It's 20 kilometers. It's out at Vancouver Lake in the Portland, Vancouver area. We, as a team, Dial Cycling, we are the host team. Been putting it on now for 5 years. This is our 5th edition.
Wow.
So Sunday, March 22nd, registration is available on obra.org.
Sweet. Now, Ian, I'm sorry to cut you off here. You made kind of an executive decision that I absolutely love for the
First of all,
format of it this year.
It's called the Mike Myers Memorial Time Trial.
Michael Myers Memorial Time
Okay,
Trial.
so if people are looking for it,
MMMTT, yep.
You can find it.
How did you switch it up this year, Ian? What's going on?
Well, we made it an entirely road bike event, so it's all Eddie style, with the exception of an open category for open men, open women, where time trial bikes are allowed. But other than that, it's going to be road bike only. So all categories, Cat 3, Cat 4, 5, Masters races, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 60 plus. What else? Oh, yeah. And then in the afternoon, we're going to switch things up even more, and we're going to host a team time trial event.
That's fun.
Should be a lot of fun. It's great. Teams of 4. Teams of up to 4 will take the finish time of the third rider across the line. So, yeah, it's going to be hopefully a lot of fun.
That'd be fun.
Sweet. Looking
I
forward
think
to
people
that.
are really going to like that. And I think a lot of people that are into racing will be perfectly okay with more Eddie style TTing. And then the people that still want to do the TT time trial, like a traditional time trial bike, they have that as an option, because I do think a lot of people, especially this time of year, are just looking to, well, at least the way that I remember doing stuff is like, this is a fantastic opportunity to do a time trial race to get ready for triathlon season or whatever people are interested in doing their time trialing for. And they don't care if they, aren't in their particular division. Like, oh, I really wanted to be in the Cat 4 group or whatever. No, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Do the open group. That's fine. Get on your bike. Get some experience doing it. Doesn't really matter how you do this early in the season, especially if you're looking towards like doing some more competitive stuff in the summer.
I mean, you're never going to please all of the people all of the time. I've had a couple of people write to me and say, oh, it's a shame. I was really looking forward to this race and I like to get my time trial bike out and everything. But I just feel it's more inclusive. It's such a barrier to entry if you do not have a time trial bike. And who the heck does these days? They're expensive. You ride them 3 or 4 times a year.
And you can still go out and race it. You're just not going to have your age-graded category so that you can get a pat on the back for beating 4 other people.
Right.
Right. And if you ride your time trial bike, you are going to be with the open group. So all abilities.
Yeah. Now,
and there'll be some fast people
It doesn't mean, though, that we can't somehow like sort it out and just give a shout out. So like, all right, you have your podium and just of note, like the fastest 50 plus, 60 plus person, if they didn't land on the podium, was, and you can just give them.
Honestly, I don't think the open category is going to be that many people from what I see so far on the registration. So.
Well, I would like you to break those up into each age individually by year, so that we can find out who the fastest 47-year-old is. Okay.
It's funny, this last weekend in Pendleton.
No. But I might be in the top 5.
Maybe.
Well, they kind of did that at Pendleton, right? They had age groups, 40 plus, 50 plus. And then for the super old guys like me, they went 60 to 64.
You went 5-year age
65
groups.
to 69. I'm like, really?
The weather's looking great for this weekend.
It is looking good.
So
good for Saturday.
That's decent. It's on Sunday. The race is on Sunday this year.
Let me look at the weather. You
Yeah.
got it pulled up right now?
I don't. And the course is just about 12 miles long, a little less than 12 miles.
20Ks.
20K. Yeah.
Just over 12.
Just
Same
12.8.
courses we've had in the past.
Same exact course as we've had in the past.
I hope
So
weather
the
holds
start
up.
area is half a mile away from the the
It's
registration
the first
area.
real local race of the year. So
Yeah, in the Portland area.
in the Portland area.
Yeah, weather looks good this weekend.
Yeah.
High of 60 on Sunday.
Yeah, so that could be good.
That's
Okay.
good. Not
Could
too
be
warm,
good.
not too cold.
Yeah.
Air is not too dense. Should be a fast day,
Yeah.
depending on the wind.
Cool. Is that it?
Think so.
Yeah.
That's it.
Come out and race your bike. Go.
So hot, you gotta listen naked.
Already naked.
Already, yeah. Take the thong. Don't take off the thong.
Took off.
So what's the deal, Lance? You got any questions for
Me.
us?
No, we're going with Ian's.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? You're sick and tired of listening to me talk already. We're already an hour in.
all right.
I got to go first. Otherwise, my question is going to be taken.
Go
Who's
for
going
it.
to win Milan-San Remo on Saturday?
Vanderpool, I'm calling it right here.
Vanderpool will win, but I'm going to pick Tade because
Well, who's our list of favorites? Who do we have to pick from? Who's
Tom
not going to be
Pidcock.
there? Who's not going to be there?
I don't know if Felipe Gana was going to be there or not. So last year, Pogačar attacked on the Cipressa, which is the hill way earlier than what it used to attack on. Okay, Milan-San Remo is a classic race in that it's like almost 300 kilometers. No,
It
or
is
almost
300.
200.
No,
or
it's 300
It's
Ks.
300K. So it is a long race. And it's mostly flat until the very end. And then there's two major not major climbs, but the Cipressa and the Poggio. And the Poggio is 5K from the finish. The top of the Poggio is 5K from the finish. So generally, if you get over the Poggio in first place, you're going to be able to hold off.
He said Poggio.
Yeah.
Is Poggio?
Yeah.
Poggio?
There you go. Poggio.
Poggio. See? So, but last year, Pogačar tried to flip the script, and he attacked on the hill before that, the Cipressa.
Sure.
And so he tried to get away. It didn't work. Only Van der Poel and Felipe Gana went with him. And there was one more. Wasn't there 4? I'm trying to
It came
remember.
together
No, it was
again.
just the 3 of them.
It was the 3 of them.
Yeah.
The top of the Cipressa is too far from the finish to
Yep.
anything to go down, really. Pogačar just exhausted his teammates on that
Correct.
attempt.
Yeah. And what ended up happening is Van der Poel stayed with them. Felipe Gana stayed with them. They went over the Poggio with them. And Pogačar lost the sprint, and Van der Poel won.
Yeah.
So
A lot of cat and mouse and stuff going on there.
there was.
Yep. It was fun.
Okay.
So they both have been targeting this event. So they've been reconning, they've been drilling it, they've been trading jabs on social media.
Really? I mean, was it all fun? Just like
It's all fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fun and games.
So around the table.
I'm saying Van der Poel
Yes.
wins.
and
Yeah, I'm saying that too now.
Okay. Jake, do
me-
you want to weigh in?
Substantiate that.
Hold on.
He Jake's looking
Because we need to
exasperated with me.
place our bets.
We need to play some.
No, but if you saw how Van der Poel was drilling it in the Tirreno Adriatico race when he didn't really need to, he was basically that was a training ride for him.
Yes, they did mention that.
He
He's like,
pushed
okay,
so hard.
this race is too slow for me right now. I need to work out. And he went to the front and drilled
Yeah.
it, and he dropped his teammate Philipsen.
He's motivated to win San Remo, but at the same time, he doesn't have any pressure to win it because he's won it before.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's all on.
But he knows it's
Pogačar.
going to be a race,
Knows it's going to be a race.
which is going to be awesome. All right.
But
for
Pogačar is missing Milan-San Remo, Paris-Roubaix on
his bucket list.
On his bucket list. He hasn't won those 2 races.
So
So
for the fun of the bet, I want to take Tade. And that
what are
leads
we
in-
betting? Shamrock tattoos on our asses.
Yes. Yeah, I would say drinks or something, but no, none of us really drink. I don't think. I haven't had anything since December. Are you still doing like a dry January thing?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you do that all the time
That's a
where you'll
no.
go like 3 months. Mostly. Anyway, yeah, we'll figure out the bet part.
Shamrock tattoos.
We could just bet one of the bubbly waters because we sometimes do those at the podcast.
It's not going to happen, but I'm going to take a dark horse flyer.
Ooh,
Just
take
because,
I
because
like this.
I want to see this happen so bad
Yeah.
because he's kind of getting to the twilight of his career. If you can't, not the true twilight, but I want to see Wout. He's looking pretty good. He's an outsider. He's a dark horse, and nobody's talking about him. Could sneak up.
Gosh dang, would
Could
love
make
to
it
see
interesting.
that.
So
Love
but
to see
he's
Wout
had-
in it.
He's had a hard time dealing with that Matthew Van Der Poel guy and that Pogačar guy. I think if he can stay with him, I think that he can do to Pogačar what MVP did last year. Just got to be able to get in the mix. So
Yeah.
that's where my heart's at. If I was putting money on it, probably Van Der Poel.
He needs
Yeah,
he
I
needs
think-
to stay. Wout needs to stay with them up those 2
Well, they're
climbs.
saying that his form's pretty good right now, and he did have a couple little bumps and bruises there, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He can do it. He's got the.
here's
ability.
my hot seat question. How do you, let's say you're Tade, how do you shake off MVP? Like, what's your race strategy? Now, keep in mind, you have probably the best team in the world that's got your back.
Okay, so they traded jabs on social media. I'll
Sure.
show you what they said. Last year, they went up the Cipressa in 9 minutes flat,
Right.
which was, I don't know, like
Which seems like, that
26 miles
seems
an
like a
hour or
logical,
something.
that
Right.
seems like a logical
They
place
went
to
up
go.
at 9 minutes flat. And so Van der Poel told Pogačar, hey, I think we can do it in 8 minutes. and
It's just
Pogačar
not
says,
steep
no,
enough."
we can do it in 7:57 or something
That's
like
good
that.
stuff.
So they're just, cracking jabs. So what that means is he's calling a shot right there. it's going to be on the Suppressa. So
Okay.
you don't need to watch the first 5 hours of this race.
True.
You just need to.
But I think that is all baloney and that they're going to save it for the Poggio. Like,
Poggio's too short.
Yes.
You won't get away on it.
but that's where
like
the
a
race is.
3 minute.
No, but
that's where
so many
that's where the
years
win
it's
is.
come down to that last 200 or 300 meters over the top of the Poggio. It always does, and then
And the Suppressa's not steep enough to crack anyone.
Correct.
So
But
I think that this is like the whole, oh, no, we're going to hammer this second to last hill. We're going to hammer this, and then wait, when we get to the race, oh, wait, no, we're not going to do that. This is the
UAE, if they get to the front before the Suppressa, and you know that they will,
yeah.
they've got Brandon McNulty, Jan Christian,
my
Isaac
gosh.
Del Toro, Florian Vermeesch, all those guys. If they're drilling it on the front and lead Pogacar out, and he attacks at the bottom of that,
It's going to be fun to watch.
that's going to be fun to watch.
I just don't know. It's so hard to get away.
But if they're going to lead it out, I mean, they're going to have to do it a lot sooner. They're going to have to establish a break, and I don't think they're going to be able to do that on their own because everybody's going to have it marked. And if they're going to be just crushing, the other fast guys, the other contenders are just going to sit in the wheel. You know, it's not like
Hey,
they're going
but-
to ride at a pace that's.
But when does that matter with Pogacar? He calls a shot. How many times he called a
He
shot
does. He
last
likes to
year?
do that.
I think
he
if-
still freaking gets away.
I think Pogacar's got to go at the bottom of the Poggio, like, and,
Yes.
Instead
and
of the
use the
Suppressa.
entire climb to make
And
a
maybe
gap.
even have teammates to help.
Yeah.
Like, but he could whittle down to like 2 teammates,
Yeah, he could.
and that would still be pretty good firepower there. Like, if you think about it, it could be hear me out. It could be 4 riders, 3 UAE and MVP. Like, that's how crazy it could be, right? Going into the Poggio.
But if
And
it's a
MVP
straight
could, and he could still win. MVP could still win it
Yeah.
potentially.
It's a straight up
So,
drag race, though. It's just Pogacar MVP. Straight up drag race. Who wins up that hill?
Well, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. If it comes down to the
Vanderpool.
last 500 meters of that hill, then not much in it.
Exactly. But
MVP
if it starts
probably,
at the
but
very
if it's-
bottom, at the very beginning of it,
If it's full power from the very bottom, I think Pogacar's still got an edge.
Then
at-
that's
at a-
what he
at a
has to do.
longer, Exactly, yeah.
he's got to just.
On a longer haul.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what he does well.
All right. Cool.
I like it.
Good questions. Who wants to do one? Matt, you got one?
my question was like, how do you win it? How do you win the Milan-San Remo?
I think that's your answer right there.
Yes.
So, yep. You got nothing. All right.
Lance, or nothing, Lance.
Yeah.
All right. My question
Take
is,
your time. Take your time.
what's the luckiest thing you've ever had on the bike? The luckiest experience could be bad, could be good. I don't know.
I'm sure there's been some close
race?
like calls where you're almost wipe out and then you don't.
Yeah.
Nah,
Do you guys have any stories or of something like you're like, oh my gosh, I almost died. I'm so lucky, or oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. I won a bike race, or oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
One just came to mind, and it wasn't in a bike race. I was on a solo gravel adventure. I'm out in an area of the Gifford Pinchot National Forest where there was no cell signal, and big surprise, I'm ripping a descent, and I overcooked a corner on a mountain road. And so I come around a corner, and I am going off. I'm about to go off the side of the cliff, and I'm alone. I think people knew where I was, but didn't know what route I was on. I locked up both brakes. I double wheel slide, and I hit a sapling tree, and the tree stopped me from going over the edge.
Yeah. You're like, thanks, tree.
Thank you, tree. I completely destroyed the tree.
Uh-huh.
I was going so fast, but literally, if I hadn't hit that tree, I'd have been, dead.
jeez.
And probably wouldn't have found me for a while because it was on some weird gravel, logging road back up by Carson.
Still using that inReach at all?
No,
No.
because the new Apple iPhones have satellite messaging capability.
Exactly, they do. But do they work as well as the inReach does? Which one would you? I mean, I probably trust the inReach a little bit more. But is the Apple iPhone SOS thing? Is that
The thing about the Apple one is like if you're dead back on like off a cliff somewhere, you're not going to be able to like walk around and find a signal.
But with the SOS, you don't have to find a signal. It's supposed to, if you have clear sky,
Right.
it should be able to send something
Which
right.
would be the same problem for the inReach.
The thing with the inReach is if you're half conscious, you can hit the SOS button, and your cell phone doesn't have the SOS button.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
But no, I think that having satellite on an iPhone is probably taking a little bit of a dig into Garmin's InReach sales.
I would
think, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's now like satellite on your Apple Watch Ultra as well.
Wow.
Yeah, if you get the Apple Watch Ultra 3, that's one of their new features.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild.
Cool. Lance,
that was my
stop it.
okay.
Don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You two jokers, you got anything that you can share with us? Any luckiness?
Well, it's not that interesting story. I had a really freaking close encounter with a car last year, going down a hill in Clackamas, kind of an urban ride.
Uh-huh.
I have not done that ride since because I was flying down this thing, and I just saw out the corner of my eye a car turning right in front of me into a driveway, and he came right across me, and he must have missed me by 6 inches.
Yeah.
And I just had stopped, and I was in shock. Literally, I didn't know what to do. I was so close to being killed right then. And the car behind me stopped as well. And are you okay? Yeah, we saw what happened. You nearly died.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that feeling. But
It's scary. I can't think of any super lucky.
Any
things
lucky
to-
good things like caused you to have a better outcome? Like circumstances fell in place and then no.
I just thought of another one.
Go for it.
You can take mine.
Last year at the Valley of the Sun stage race in Phoenix, Arizona, during the crit, I was on wheels. I didn't get dropped in that crit, and we were taking a hard corner, and 4 guys crashed. 4 guys crashed right in front of me, and I hopped the curb and took the sidewalk and didn't go down.
Sure.
If I had tried to stay on course, I would have just tumbled right into him, and I went up on the sidewalk. Luckily, there was nobody on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
There were cones there like, don't go this direction, but I kind of weaved my way through the cones.
Yeah.
when you can ride the skate park like you did, a curb is no issue
Curb
at
was
all,
no
right?
big deal. It was like, whoa. And it was like, I went down the sidewalk and I had to go like weave between some palm trees to get back on the course. And I hopped the curb and in between these two palm trees to get back on the course. And like the three guys right where I came in were like, hell yeah, dude, that was awesome. What a great save. Anyway, so that was pretty lucky.
Oh. Scary stuff.
Oh, geez.
But I just thought of another one.
Go for it, dude. We got a couple minutes here.
I'm so sorry. See what happens? I don't need a hot seat question. I'm just answering
You're
yours.
good.
At El Tour de Tucson this last year in November.
You had some bad salsa.
I had some bad
Starts. Is that how the
salsa.
conversation
This is
starts?
not how it starts. But that's a 100-mile road race, and I'm in with the pack that I was wanting to be in. I wasn't actually. Regardless, we were coming down this very steep descent with a hard right turn. Wait, that wasn't El Tour. That was at this. That was at
And all
Tucson.
your races mixed up.
They're all getting mixed up. It was just at the
Tucson Bicycle Classic.
It was a Tucson Bicycle Classic. It was during the circuit race. No, it was during the road race. See, I can't. Too many. It was during the road race down in Sahuarita, just south of
No one's gonna
Tucson.
second guess your story.
But I'm ripping down this downhill, and there's a hard right onto a busy road, and they had coned off one lane for us to go, so that we didn't go in the other lane where there would be cars.
Yeah.
And we're doing 38 miles an hour into this corner, and the inside was getting bunched up, so I moved to the outside, and I'm like, oh, I know I can take this outside pretty fast. And I came around the corner, couldn't see anything. One guy right in front of me ducks, and a huge cone right dead in front of me. And I literally, I was doing like 38 miles an hour. I literally just barely jogged my front wheel, so my front wheel didn't directly hit it.
Yeah.
But the cone was so tall that it hit my hand.
I thought you were going to say you hit it in the nuts or something like that.
But it was
It hit your left hand.
It hit my right hand.
Oh, okay.
It hit my right
So
hand.
you were on the other side.
I was on because I saw it and like went to the
Yeah.
outside, and the cone went freaking flying, but I did not go down.
How is that possible?
And I did. It was because instead of hitting it directly, I missed it by like 4 inches where it hit my hand. It actually tore my glove. I hit it so hard, but I guess that was lucky too. These are all things because I'm riding too fast, clearly.
I was lucky this one time riding on Heritage Trail. I was lucky because I got to do a bunch of community service out there, apologizing to all the people walking on the path for the jackhole that was riding at Mach speed on a sunny day and narrowly missing strollers and dogs and small children.
I was calling it out when I was coming through. Hey, there's 20 of us coming through.
I got too lucky. Well, actually, close calls. I remember it was probably 8 or 9 months after I got hit by the car, and I was riding back from Frenchman's Bar back into Camas, and I was up there on McGillivray somewhere, and there's a wide open bike lane. It's perfectly easy to see. I'm riding clear as day. Car coming towards us turns into the turn lane. I'm driving, and then they just kept turning, and they're trying to go into a driveway, and they effectively were going straight at me, and I couldn't do anything about it because it happened so quick. And I'm like, no, and I get up and just kind of veered a little bit to the right. And I had cameras on the front and the back of my bike because I'm a nervous wreck at the time because I don't want to be around cars. And I was able to go back and see all this stuff. They narrowly missed my rear wheel. I was able to dodge to the right a little bit, and that created enough gap or space. If I'd held my line, they would have clipped my rear wheel, and I probably would have went down and hurt things all kinds. But they missed me by probably 6 or 8 or 10 inches or something like that. So, and I didn't even stop and turn around. I just kept going, but sat up and just took a deep breath. I'm like, that didn't just happen. Still dealing with a little bit of probably PTSD at the time. Another similar story. I'm in Southern California. People that maybe ride down there know Silverado Canyon, and you can go ride up Silverado. Well, that's a fun little climb to go up, and then coming down is even more fun. You get ripping down that thing. And I remember coming down it, and there was a car backing out of one of the very few driveways there, and they had full line of sight. They just didn't slow down, or they weren't looking, or they just assumed that nobody was coming, and they backed out. And I can't remember, it was like a Saturn or something like that. And I don't know exactly what it was on their car, but they narrowly missed me. As again, I jogged left this time, and they touched me, but it tore off the boa off of my shoe. I didn't go down because the only thing that really truly hit was the boa, because I was able to miss the car enough, but it popped it off, and I was just pissed because it was a relatively new shoe, and cycling shoes aren't cheap. So, and I stopped, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I didn't see you. I'm so sorry. No. I'm like, just look next time, and just kept going, and had to ride with a broken boa for the rest of the day. That kind of sucked. Yeah. But my other lucky story was, it was just a little over 11 years ago. It'd be 11 years ago, March 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Moved to this little town called Camas. Didn't know a soul, and found a cycling community. It's pretty cool. So that was kind of a lucky move. Had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Extremely lucky. Camas is a good place.
Good little place here. So
you practically moved next door to Matt LeGrand.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, first he lived you've kind of lived in these two houses that are super close to each other, but they're all pretty close. And
yeah, we loved the house that we were originally in. It was on a terrible corner.
Yeah, this is a much better Sierra, spot.
Yeah, and we just felt like we were taking our life in our own hands. Every time we backed out of our driveway, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm tired of the people that go flying through there. Yeah. So, and then we've found the house that we're currently in, which has been spot. Awesome. Been in here for almost about 10 years now, I guess. So anyway, yeah, it was kind of a lucky move. Not knowing what you're getting yourself into, moving to a place where you think it's, you're used to riding in summer and summer light, and nobody rides when the rain's out, and what am I going to do for half the year kind of thing. And I don't know, didn't know a soul when I moved here, and met a few people, lucky to have that thing called Strava to connect to people. So that was kind of cool. Anyway,
it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
All right, let's wrap this bad boy up. Unless you got another story you want to tell, Lance.
I do have one more story. When I was in Hawaii.
One time at band camp.
Let me guess, you were going too fast?
Yes. I was going for a KOM on my road bike.
On a descent?
I was not. It was actually a very shallow uphill.
Okay.
And I was passing a Jeep on the right.
Okay.
So I'm in the bike lane. He's in the travel lane. I'm passing a Jeep on the right, and he right turned and didn't see me. And he clipped my rear tire. My rear tire skipped. And I saved it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. And did you get the KOM?
And then I shit myself.
Did you get the KOM?
I did get the KOM. I did.
And sometimes you get hit in the rear wheel. That wheel's not going to be perfect.
No, it just skipped. It moved 6 inches to the right. And that guy,
It's that extra adrenaline shot there.
I did.
You probably started pushing some big watts after that.
Yeah. Anyway.
I remember one time I was chasing a KOM in Southern California, going as hard as I possibly could. And it was probably about I'm guessing it's maybe like 3/4 of a mile, somewhere in that range. And I'm probably halfway, like a half mile into that 3/4 mile thing, burying myself and looking at the thing, and you're teetering back and forth between like where you're at with the KOM and what, and a trash truck went by, and normally you wouldn't jump on the trash truck because you're normally not going that fast. And I saw the trash truck and I'm like, screw it, I'm going for it. I did immediate, like left out, got out of the saddle, sprinted up and caught his wheel. I think I ended up getting that KOM by like 20 seconds. So that was kind of lucky because that generally speaking,
that
doesn't
lucky
happen.
trash truck.
Doesn't happen.
Like if you wanted to jump on their wheel prior, there's no real spot to do it, and you have to time it just right, and you have to be at the right speed to be able to jump in there at certain spots that aren't going too high. Or, I don't know. That happened once. I think I still have
Most
that.
of those trash trucks have that sign on the back saying "frequent stops do not follow."
Well, I knew that he wasn't going to stop because he was going to the dump that was out there near this area. Yeah, this is what it is. Good times. I'm sure we've all got a couple of those somewhere. All right, let's do one last thing. Matt LeGrand, go ahead and start us off.
I have a video coming up about the Polar Grit X2. Looks like this
Oh, sweet.
for all the
Nice little
listeners.
AMOLED screen there. Yeah.
yeah, it's got an AMOLED screen. It's kind of Polar's top of the line watch, but it's their smaller edition. They have another one that's a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, not my fave. And then after that, I have an electric bike video coming up, which I'm kind of excited about.
Do you know the brand name?
It's called Veloelectric or something like that. I'll bring it by the
Velo Electric,
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it by the store and have you look at it, and you can see what you think. The claim to fame on this bike is that it's like a lighter weight bike, and it's only $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'll let you know how it goes. I think it'll be fine.
City
I think
bike,
it'll be fine.
cargo
Yeah,
type
it's
bike?
supposed to be like a city bike.
Okay.
So I'm kind of excited about that.
Cool.
Because I mean, for us, it's a lot of like trips to the pool and stuff like that. And as the weather gets good, it's kind of nice to be like, here you go, go cruise around on these things. They're fun.
Cool.
So
right on, Gibbo.
That's what's coming up.
Yeah, please come out to my time trial this weekend. It's been a lot of work. It's not really a lot of work, but as a promoter, it's a lot of sort of stress and a lot of, I don't know, I'm kind of losing sleep. Like, did I think of everything? Have we got everything covered? Is there going to be enough volunteers? Is there enough prizes to go out? Is there enough, what's the weather going to be like? There's so much that goes into it. So if you're able to register early, registration closes Friday, 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It would be great if we could get a bunch of people sign up before the day. We do have registration on the day, starting at 7:30. First rider is off at 9 o'clock.
Cool.
But it just kind of makes it less of a headache for us if we can get early registrations. Plus, we get the start list out. It's more complete. People know who they're racing against.
Sure.
Just makes a lot more sense. So weather's looking good. What are you waiting for? Sign up. Come on out.
Yep. Cool. Yep.
If you have found the Lance freaking Hepler parody YouTube video, please send it to me. I must see it.
I almost searched for that last night, but then I fell asleep.
That's probably a better use of your time.
Yeah, night before was rough.
A little much.
No sleep. Cool. Is that it?
That's it.
Cool. All right, one last thing real quick. Everybody out there, and this probably, even some of the people sitting at this table, please don't be mad at me for not getting back to you. My phone has kind of been off. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff in life in general, and the work schedule has been unruly. I've got I don't want to get into it. I don't want to sound like a freaking sad country song here, but my life's not bad. I've just like too much of stuff at one time. It sometimes happens. And sometimes you just need to like focus. And that means kind of turning off some of the noise. I'm not saying that you guys are noisy, but
We're noisy.
Yeah. If I haven't gotten back to you, don't think it's because I don't like you. I do. Lance, maybe he doesn't like you, but I do. I think
It's true.
You're good people. So, and I'm probably mostly to blame for not being able to do the podcast, aside from the fact that you jackals are traveling all over
Flying
the
off
place
to Arizona.
Yeah. Matt, you've been pretty busy with work or?
Yeah. Everything's busy.
Coaching all this stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I
coaching, swim meets, all
I
the
hear
things.
more about you from my son than I do from my interactions with you.
Yeah,
So,
I know. I get to see him, which is fun.
But
the best Von During. I get to see the best of the best.
There you go. But the silver lining is that I'm finally getting ahead of the curve with some of these bigger projects. I've actually checked off 2 massive projects that I need to get done just in the last week or so, and that's fantastic. The new shop is probably weeks out to being done.
Wow.
It's passed all the inspections. They've like the electrical's done, the plumbing is done, the HVAC is done, drywall I think is just about done, and they're gonna get to doing painting and floors, and then we're live.
We're going.
And in that space, we've got a freaking awesome little studio space that's going to be set up for us to be able to create regular content, including podcasts, which will be a lot of fun. And we'll have more room, and we're not going to die from asphyxiation from being, at the bottom of a heap of bikes like we've had for years past. It's, I don't know. Is it me, or maybe it's just a few more people know about us, but people are like the service work. We're generally speaking, like thinking, all right, it's going to be somewhat slow from like November until April because of weather. Why is it that for like all of February and even like part of January, granted, we did have a very dry, warm January, but even going into March, our service work is through the roof. I mean, we're not seeing like our peak season numbers, but we're pretty stinking close, and trying to stay on top of that is like, oh my gosh, because I've got a million other things going on. What is there something in the water? More people riding? I guess it's a good thing. I mean, across the board.
I think it's the dry weather.
Yeah.
And we have a pretty good reputation for fixing things well and quickly.
Yeah. And yeah, there's so much more to come. I've got so many things, irons in the fire. It's going to be pretty awesome. But
It'll be good.
Anyway, at the end of the day, everything's going to calm down, settle down. Hopefully sometime in the next 5 years or 10 years, I'll be able to get back on a bike and stop being a poser, sitting here talking about bikes and stuff. Anyway. All right, I'm going to shut up.
It's all good.
I've said enough. You guys, it's good seeing you again. And when are we going to do another one? What's the game plan?
Next week.
Next month or two, we'll get another.
No, seriously.
Give ourselves some space.
We'll get another one.
If we say it right now, if we say we're going to do it on this date, then
it could happen.
Kind of have to make it happen. Make a promise, right? So
That's right.
put it on the schedule.
We're all
and
around
get it-
next week, aren't we?
You guys around next week?
I am around next week.
Around.
I think we're all around.
We're all here.
All right, so we get to put another like chalk mark up on the board, like
That's
weeks in a
right.
row.
Let's
Weeks
do it.
since incident.
Yep.
Back. Scratch back.
Exactly. So, all right, we do appreciate everybody listening. We'll be back soon with another one of these, and until then, bye for now.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.